There's no orange dots. That's natural, you know. You look for little pieces of varroa, little tiny orange red dots.
That's a larva?
That's perfect. That's drone.
Drone larva.
So what I want to do...
Gosh, they are big, aren't they?
You never want to drop... Usually I drop the stuff right here. Drone brood is food for skunks, bears, whatever. So I try to throw it away from the hive. You don't want a skunk digging in here or anything, any other animal. But that's what you do. You know, the drone brood, you broke it, you might as well use it to your advantage, look at it, notice it's clean, you don't have any varroa. Now instantly, I told you, remember, pull the N2 frames?
Yeah.
Well, instantly I'm looking down here, what's this bubble? What's that bubbled out? You know what that is?
Is that honey?
It's drone brood.
Drone brood.
Regular brood's flat against the frame. Yeah. The difference between capped honey and a capped brood, you will notice in a minute. It's easy. Once you know it, it's impossible. So like I said, try to pull the second frame. I can't because it has a ton of brood. So I'll pull this end frame, get this one out of the way first. And the end frames normally have all honey.
That's in. Oh, pollen.
Okay. Yellow pollen, yellow and orange pollen, and then the wetness. They're going to be, as soon as it dries up, they'll cap it out. Here you go. More pollen. Okay, so I put that to the side here. So I'm looking for the queen or eggs. And once I find her, I am closing this hive up. It's a strong hive. Without a doubt, it's going to swarm. Okay.
So you got to
more pollen.
Split it up.
Yeah.
And the big brood, that's drone brood.
Yeah.
Now, see the top here?
Yeah.
That is worker brood.
Yeah. Oh.
You can see up here, see that cell and that cell? Those are drones. Everything else is worker. It's flatter. And all pollen, and down the bottom, nectar. Yep, that's all nectar. So I'll, like I said, and what I'm looking for here, the queen or eggs. That's it.
We got to clean the bottom board too. More brood.
What I'm looking for is the open stuff.
Now, does the queen stay marked?
No. Okay.
No, they supersede her.
You see the brood, and then some of it's unopened, and there's white. That's larvae. What I'm looking for is eggs. But before it turns to larvae, it's really young. So you have to look
I bet
in.
you the queen is in there, Joe.
My.
A little blow on it, and then they'll move around.
She doesn't like her. They don't like our H2O.
They're all piled up there.
Yeah.
So you figure the queen.
Very young larvae. Very young larvae. I turn it into the light like this to look in, but you can't let too much air in. It will dry out. I did not see very, very young. I just saw larvae. I didn't see any eggs. Like I said, that's what I'm looking for. Her or eggs. And once I see her, I can close this up. I will clean the bottom board off first, though. But in a healthy hive, you'll have plenty of drone brood. Not too much, but a good percent. Ah, this is a great frame.
Wow.
Look at all the white.
Yeah.
That's all larvae of all sizes. You know, and but I'm looking for the tiniest piece without barely even a curl. It looks more like rice, and that's what I'm looking for. There's another, a lot of brood, a lot of capped, a lot of uncapped.
I think she's down the bottom, Joe.
I think so too, because down in this corner, or the top corner, right where you, there's younger brood there. It's all around the pollen. All right, so I'm going to pull a couple more frames, still give her a chance to find her. But I know that she's in here and she's healthy. There's just so much brood. Both boxes are full, and this is what you want to see. Because I'll tell you, this is a hive that you could split, or you could make a nuke out of it. You know, steal from it because it is so strong.
And if you don't, what's going to happen?
It's going to swarm in. You're going to lose the bees one way or another. Either they're going to swarm or you're going to use them. So, and this box.
But we're not going to have any queens till the end of April now.
Yeah, we can make it. All pollen. All pollen. So this is
Yellow, pollen.
Yellow and orange. Yep. All pollen. And the back side looks pretty empty to me. Yeah. Little pollen. I didn't see her.
No.
And it doesn't look like she's there. I think she's in the top. Yeah, we'll see. I'll pull another one. All pollen again. You know, And while I'm looking, I am actually looking for a queen. You know, like for instance, right there, my finger, that's a drone. See how big it is?
Yep.
You know, if you saw the queen next to it, oh yeah, there's a big difference. But if you don't see the queen, you start thinking the drones are the queens. It's, you know.
So is the queen about the size of the drone?
About
Yeah,
the length and a little thinner. The butt end's a little longer.
is thinner.
Yeah, thinner and longer.
The drones are squarish.
Buzzman is blue.
Rich has been buzzing at me for weeks now.
These are just empty frames. See how the bottom is
what's all
plastic?
that?
What
That's a
happened is
Duragil.
the bees, one of two things. They got really hungry and they moved the wax to one area to the other where they needed it, and that just melted out uneven, and they'll never wax over it again.
They'll never build over it.
But on the backside, they made drone combs.
Yep.
You know, because they could, and they pack in honey.
That's why it's important you feed your bees.
Otherwise,
You don't let them, because they'll
Use it through
recycle
that,
everything.
yeah. I see.
So, I don't even have to go on those three. I know there's nothing there, but the fact that I see a mess right here, I have to clean that up. And
just
sooner or
gets
later,
worse.
I'm going to go into it.
It just gets worse.
So wherever the queen is usually a big pile of,
Bees.
No more than one of those
I
frames
mean,
of
like
brood.
that pile there.
Right. Well, you're more like I would find her in the middle here. It's where all your brood and all your nursing bees are, you know? Yeah. Well, look at the bright side. We have 6 more hives to go through to look for a queen, so. But don't feel bad if you don't see the queen. You're really just looking for her work. You're looking for the eggs and the brood. And this has tons. So this is definitely a healthy hive.